Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we're going to be going through a back and biceps dumbbell and barbell only home workout. So in the UK we are currently in a lockdown, 1 week in, 3 weeks to go, and then hopefully we can get back to training in the gym. But in today's video I just wanted to run through how I'm going to train at home for the next 3 weeks. And literally I'm in my daughter's bedroom, small space, so it's very hard to train, but I'm going to make it work. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video if you do like it, and if you have any questions, anything that you want me to talk about, just comment below. So let's get into the video. So very simple workout, but very effective if you've got limited equipment. So I always log my lifts, and if you want to make progress, then I recommend you do too. I'm always preaching the importance of progressive overload when it comes to building muscle and obviously retaining muscle in a fat loss phase. And this book is going to keep you accountable. Aiming to beat your reps and sets every single week is going to ensure that you are making progress. So this is the workout today. We have got barbell rows, single arm meadows rows, which is kind of a T-bar row, but you're doing it in a different angle. We'll go through that. Chest supported row, single arm dumbbell row. We have barbell curls and a dumbbell preacher curls. So with my training frequency, it's going to be different to yours. So what I want you to take from this workout is how I train. I've been training for 15 years, so my methods might not work for you. I just want you to see how I train, take little bits from it, and then put it into your own training, okay? So you're gonna see that I'm not very big on high volume, mainly because I don't need that much. We're gonna be doing 2 sets per each exercise. There's only 6 exercises, which means 12 sets, but I'm gonna be going very, very intense. And even though I haven't got a lot of weight, I am going to be aiming to hit failure, or just 1 rep in reserve, if you like. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so I've just completed 3 warm-ups. Wasn't worth recording those, but basically what I do with a warm-up is just build up the weight. So I don't look to fatigue the muscle when I'm doing a warm-up. I don't want to be doing 10 to 15 reps because I'm going to be wasting energy. For me, a warm-up is just me getting used to the exercise and getting a little bit of blood in the muscle. So what I've just done is I've done my first warm-up with just a 10 kilo each side, and then 20 kilos each side, and then 5. So just building up the weight until I get to my working set, but the rep range has been very low, so like a 3 to 5 rep range, just getting used to the movement, just getting some blood in the muscle, so I'm nice and warm before I start my working set. So barbell rows, we're going to be doing 2 working sets. The rep range is going to be, we're going to be doing 12 to 15 reps, mainly because, as you can see, there's not a lot of weight here. So all I'm looking to do is really just fatigue the muscle as much as I can with what I've got. So it might mean I might hit a 20 rep. So, you know, if it's the case for you where you just haven't got enough weight to be doing the rep range that you want, maybe an 8 to 10 rep range, then just keep going. Just keep going until you hit failure, and then just look to improve that the following week. So if I get 20 reps on this first set, next time I do this exercise, I'm going to aim for 21 reps, 22 reps. That's the method of progressive overload, and that's what we want to be doing so our muscles adapt. So let's get straight into it. So just catching my breath, that was a tough set, 16 reps. So the next set, my second set, I'm gonna aim for around 12 to 15 again, probably getting around 14 reps. What you tend to find as your session moves along is that you're gonna fatigue more. So if you feel like you can do more reps on the second set of an exercise, then have you really gone to failure on the first exercise? Normally I can see where my numbers are going to go as the session moves along. But like I said, that was near failure. 16 reps on the first set. Second set I'm going to get probably around 13 to 14 reps. Rest periods, when you're training at home, because you're doing higher reps, I do tend to lower my rest periods. Yes, it's still quite a heavy load if you're only maximally getting 16 reps, but if you're doing, say, a 5 to 8 rep range, you're going to want 2 to 3 minutes rest. With a higher rep range, I tend to shorten it, looking at around 60 seconds to a minute and a half. Okay, so second exercise is a single arm T-bar row. It's probably a different name for it, but I've only done this a handful of times, mainly because you'll just use a proper T-bar if you're at the gym. But as we're at home, we haven't got a proper T-bar, and because we haven't got a lot of weight, I like to do this variation. So very similar to a single arm dumbbell row, but we're just using a barbell. So what we're doing is we're getting into a position like you would doing a normal barbell T-bar row, but we're just using one arm. You don't really need a lot of weight for this. So this is a great exercise if you haven't got a lot of weight, you haven't got a T-bar row. When you're training at home, it really is a case of just finding out what you can actually do with your limited equipment. There's so much you can do if you just be creative, search on YouTube, there's so many different variations of exercises. What we need to understand is what we're actually doing with the exercise. That's the most important thing. And for me there, I could really feel that in my back. Really fit in the lower lats and the mid part of my back, like a single arm row, but you're just in a different position, and obviously the load is a little bit different because it's a little bit more balanced with the dumbbell. Here it's a bit more, you could say, awkward, but it is a good variation. Okay, so third exercise, we have a chest supported dumbbell row, and the way I do this, I actually don't think I've seen many people do it the way I do it. What most people do when they do this is they keep their chest on the pad, which is why it's called chest supported dumbbell row, and they'll just, you know, bring their elbows in, squeeze like this. The way I do it is a little bit different. I like to get into a position where I'm kind of replicating a barbell row, but using dumbbells. So you're probably aware that this is just all rowing movements. I haven't got any pull down equipment. Yes, I can go outside, find a pole and do some pull-ups, but this is literally just rowing movements. And with this exercise, what I do is I get into a position where my chest is still supported on the pad, but as you can see, my back is straight here. I'll hang over with the dumbbells, drive my elbows in, like so, okay? So, watch. And you'll see, it's still very supported, my back is straight, and I'm getting a very good connection with my back. It's just a bit, sometimes a bit awkward to get into. Alright, here we go. Without that, that is the best exercise, in my opinion, in this routine that I'm doing. Mainly because I get a very nice stretch. I'm really stretching out the back here, driving those elbows in and getting a good contraction. You can see there's not a lot of weight there. That's around 22 kilos each dumbbell. Higher rep range. Like most of these sets are going to be very high reps because of the low weight, but what we want to be focusing on is getting that contraction with the muscle. This is a time where we can start looking at form more, we can start looking at the connection when we're doing home workouts. When we're training at the gym, we do get sloppy because we have machines where we can load the weight up. And what we do, we get complacent and then we just take our mind off of what we're actually trying to do here. We're trying to build muscle, so we have to connect with the muscle. And exercises like this, you really get a good connection with. So, last exercise on back, and the straps are out to play because we can lift a decent amount of weight on this exercise. So, as you can see, set up for a single arm dumbbell row, and this is the way I like to do it. With this exercise, there's a number of ways to do it, and we just need to understand again what we're trying to do here. Some people like to just bend over and just have a safe, secure position on a flat bench rowing. What I like to do is just stand up a little bit, and here I get to have a nice long stretch, and when I'm rowing here, I'm not just bring my arm up like this, where I'm really hitting my traps and a lot of my rear delt. I'm really trying to focus on a rowing movement where I'm getting my elbow in, but also letting the lat do the work, okay? And this is an exercise where you are going to hit your lats and your mid back doing this, because it's a big compound movement. So just having this stability where I'm holding onto the bench here and then getting a good rowing movement allows me to lift a lot of weight as well. So here we go. I'm going to be aiming for around 10 to 12 reps. This is about 42.5 kilos. I might be able to get more. The straps really help with just getting a good grip and taking out of your forearm. So as you can see, I'm trying to limit the amount of momentum I'm using here and just literally focusing on hitting the back rather than swinging, which you do see a lot of people do. And you can get up to some really heavy weight, 60, 70 kilo dumbbells, but you want to make sure that you're hitting the back and not using momentum to do the movement. Okay, so back is done. 8 sets in total, and my back is feeling it. That is enough for me, that's all I need. Now we're moving on to biceps. So I've just done one warm-up set, literally just with the bar, mainly because my biceps are already warm from doing back. So there's no need to use any extra energy doing more warm-ups on the biceps. So biceps, barbell curls, 2 sets, 12 to 15. So final exercise, and this is probably my favourite bicep exercise of all time. Honestly, I feel like this was the one that really truly built my biceps. So we have got a dumbbell preacher curl. Obviously I prefer to use a proper preacher machine, but an incline bench is good. And this rep range is going to be 12 to 15. So a few tips here, making sure that your armpit is nice and snug into the top of the bench here. And what we want to be doing is just letting the bicep do the work, okay? Like most exercises, we want the target muscle to do the work, not the shoulder here. It's all about the bicep. So, always fully lengthened. In my opinion, a fully lengthened muscle, you're going to get you're going to recruit more muscle fibers, okay? I do see a lot of people, when they're doing biceps, kind of limiting their range of motion. So, if you was to do a curl, for example, if you're just coming here, then what about all of this? So, as you can see here, I'm coming all the way down, bring the fully lengthened. I'm not just coming here and then doing that, because it's a limited range of motion. I'm coming all the way down, fully lengthening the bicep, curling up, using my bicep to do the work. So that's it guys, back and biceps done. 8 sets on back, 4 sets on biceps, and I really felt that was a great workout for me. So if you enjoyed that workout, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment below. Let me know what exercise that you liked out of all of those, and what ones you'll be trying if you haven't tried them already. Obviously we've got some common exercises that we do there, but there's a couple that you may not have done before. So let me know if you enjoyed the video, and there's plenty more to come. So if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the notification button. That's going to let you know when my next videos are coming. See you guys soon.